Hey Sarah, it's Hannah.
Hey Sarah, I know you are leaving.
Sarah, take care.
Hey Sarah.
Hi Sarah.
Hi.
Hey Sarah.
So my favorite memories of Sarah Gregory.
Hi Sarah.
Hey Sarah, it's me, Troy, Rachel's boyfriend, if you don't know me.
Hey Sarah.
Hey Sarah.
Hi Sarah.
Sarah.
Just some things that stick out to me. I completely respect you. And I think respect is hard to come by sometimes. But when I think of you, you're just someone that I respect. Someone that is true to their word. You're someone that is easy to trust. And you have a way about you that just kind of puts people at ease.
I've told the story multiple times before that the second interaction I had with Sarah Gregory, and really the first actual conversation that I had with her, was at the Welcome Week, like dinner or barbecue, our first year here at Fuller. And after a little bit of small talk with me and my, at that time, roommate Dylan Worrell, Sarah just looked at both of us and said, so what's your life story? And sure enough, we proceeded, all three of us, to tell each other all our life stories. So while we didn't know each other very well at all going into that conversation, we knew about everything at the end of that conversation. So as much as I mess with Sarah about that, I really did appreciate that she asked that question.
Just wanted to say that I'm going to miss you a lot, and we've had a lot of fun this year, and I've loved living with you so much. I loved going to the beach and watching X-Men and making Dutch letters and listening to Celine Dion and just all the fun things we did. Also, you're a really great thrifting partner, so that will be missed as well. I don't know, I'm just going to miss having you around. You were just really great to live with. You were so open and caring and loving and just kind of there through all of the stuff that happened this year.
Sarah, look at what I got here for us. So, the memory that I have of us is you and me sort of hanging out at Copa Vita here on a pretty regular basis, processing my class as you took it, and then as you also TA'd with me. And so that is really my security blanket now, you TAing for me. Even though you're going away, I know that we're going to be online talking as you're going to continue to help me with my class, and I couldn't be more thrilled about that. And I hope that when we meet, that we just sit down with a cup of coffee, mine, yours, and we actually chat with coffee in our hands, because I really valued the time that we not only talked about academics, but we talked about life.
But I've also loved your friendship and your thriftiness and the lengths that you go to help me to show me that I feel loved and that you care for others and you love others. And so I really appreciate you and your friendship so much, and I'm so bummed that you are leaving and moving back to Iowa, but you're gonna do amazing things and it's gonna be awesome. So you always have a home here in California, so come visit us, and I just love you very much.
Every day, and be reminded that you have people in California that will miss you and support you in your calling and are eager to see where God takes you. Thank you for being one of the best roommates I've ever had. I'm really grateful that we could spend this past year together.
I just want to say it's been a pleasure getting to know you the past year plus. I always appreciated the calmness and the sereneness you brought to that apartment. Being an introvert myself, I feel like we had a fellow introvert bond going on, even though we didn't say it, because we're introverts. We did have that bond. And if you know who I'm dating, she is anything but an introvert, and so it was great to share that with someone else whenever I came by. I know you're going to do great things in Iowa. I wish you nothing but the best. You're going to touch many lives out there, and you're going to succeed and thrive. And I can't wait to see what the future holds for you. Go Hawkeyes, and it was great to know you this past year, Sarah.
I wanted you to know that you will be missed that you have been an example of kindness and beauty to many of us. We really appreciate you. I know that that the Midwest is lucky to get you back. I hope that in the things to come, you're going to be ordained. You're going to be such a cool pastor. I hope that God will guide you and will lead you and will surround you with loving people that will help you change the community. Keep in touch.
Or one of the kindest, most compassionate, and most thoughtful people that I've ever known. And I've really enjoyed, getting to know you over the last 2 years, and enjoyed hanging out and talking over coffee or food or whatever. I'll definitely miss having you around, but I'm sure I will miss having you around as well. So yeah, I think you're going to make a really great pastor, even if it does have to be a reformed pastor. But I guess John Calvin wasn't all bad, just pretty bad. So yeah, go get them. F the patriarchy. Make the RCA great again. I'm sure you will. Your friend, Matt.
You are the kindest, most wonderful person. You're one of the best friends I've had at Fuller. I remember when I had bed bugs and you made me a cake and came to the hotel and watched Firefly, which just shows just how kind you are. And also one of my favorite memories of you is when we were walking through City Hall and we heard the demon speakers go off and we sprinted away. I just always appreciated you and your kindness, how you've been able to listen to me, whatever I'm going through, how I've always had a fun time with you, and I know you're going to go on to do great, 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 great things. Love you, Sarah.
I do have to remember that I will always be indebted to her for introducing me to Vicar of Dibley, which is a very funny show that she loves, with the British humor. And kind of along those lines, I guess, when I think of her, one of my favorite things about Sarah is that she is one of the few people that I can honestly give as much crap to as I possibly could want. And she will not only take it, but she will typically give it back to me just as good as I give it to her, which I thoroughly enjoy and appreciate. And it's basically what the foundation of our friendship has been built on.
I just wanted to say that you're one of my best friends here. And one of my favorite memories is every week when we would get together our first year and watch New Girl together. I just thought that was super fun. And we would just hang out and talk, and it was just a really great time. And I feel like I've gotten to know you so well over the last couple years. Thank you for all of the support and love. I just always knew that you had my back.
I remember the first time, or around the first time we met, you prayed for my foot, that I was really having a hard time struggling around campus that very first week of orientation, and then kind of inviting me to your home for just a time of meet and greet and reflection was awesome. You're a great person.
So thankful for you, for your friendship. You have impacted Fuller in more ways than you realize, and you've impacted so many of us, and I just want to say that I'm thankful for you, thankful for your friendship, thankful for your intentionality in pursuing friendship, and just for being present for people. You do a really good job of that.
Just have a heart to reach out to all different generations, whether it's the youth or whether it's the older generation in your church. You just have such an encouraging and peaceful presence that makes you so attentive to God's presence and wherever you are. So I know that will definitely be with you, and that gift will continue to grow in you as you go forward.
And I know that we're both very thankful to see you pretty much every Wednesday morning in chapel. We could always count on you being there. And so it was just nice to know that we had somebody on our side out there in the congregation. And so we will definitely miss your presence there.
Yay, good
We
luck.
love you.
We love you.
We'll miss you.
Bye.
For one, I miss you a lot, Sarah. You are probably the nicest person I've ever met. And I remember telling people at Fuller, when we talked about you behind your back, only positive things. And what a nice person you are. And how kind and selfless you are. The many times you took me to the airport or picked me up from the airport. the many times you came with me to study at a cafe or give me a ride somewhere or let me use your car. You're so generous, and I miss that in my life without you around. I'll never forget the times we watched Boy Meets World. That's like one of the best shows ever, and you understand that. Yeah. I'll never forget the time that you and I went over to the teacher's house to house sit and dog sit, and they were still around because that was the best ever. And the wife walks in randomly, and we're just chilling. That was one of the most awkward moments of my time at Fuller, and it was great experiencing that with you. Yeah, I just think that's so great that you are moving to Iowa. You're home, and you're so excited, I know, to do ministry there, and I think that's so wonderful. Southern California is going to miss you, and they are really losing a saint out in Southern California, but Iowa's gaining one, and the Midwest is gaining one, which includes me, so I'm really happy about that. Yeah, you're a good friend, Sarah, and I really appreciate you, and I know that you are definitely going to be missed out at Fuller. And I hope that these videos that everyone's giving to you will be a blessing to you and that you will feel loved because more than anything, you deserve it. You're pretty awesome, Sarah, and I'm glad you're my friend.
Alright, just awkwardly angling ourselves. Okay, that's, yeah.
Or are we going?
Yeah, well, it's candid. It's candid. Okay.
You want to start?
Yeah. Hi, Sarah. I don't know why I'm shouting.
I ate my twin!
We just wanted to say that we love you and you were a great roommate.
That's true. You really were. We benefited because of your presence, and we're gonna miss you in your absence.
That's true.
That's true.
There is a Sarah-shaped hole in our hearts in our apartment. And you made really good old fashions.
Who said it best?
We found you to be a delightful presence in our home. With a great wardrobe. So
And excellent cooking skills.
I'm sorry I stole all your clothes all year. And your bananas. Yes, I stole 2 of your bananas yesterday. I figured I didn't have to replace them because you're leaving. She'll be here another week though. Anyway, alright, any last thoughts?
No, we'll miss you. We hope
Safe
that
travels.
I hope that you get all of the tulips in Iowa.
Yes.
All of the tulips.
And Dutch letters, even though they don't eat sugar anymore. But maybe make an exception. Yeah, good. Alright.
Or Splenda.
Ooh, yeah, Splenda. Ooh. Yeah. Come visit. Bye.